check. 1, 2.
Hello, everybody. I'm Frankie Moreno, and this is Family Business. I'm here with my brother, Tony.
We're back.
My boy, Giovanni.
We're back.
And today we're talking about the worst gigs ever. But first, we're back in the U.S. We're
Yeah, I
back
was
in
a
the
little bit jet lagged, but
Yeah.
We just got in.
Yeah, we just got in. We had, last time we saw you guys, we were in Italy. And since then, we played some shows in Denmark. And now we're back in Vegas.
Denmark was amazing because it was raining.
Yeah.
and people still
Yeah.
stayed to watch.
All our friends were still out in the crowd and getting covered in rain, singing along with our songs. And it was the debut of our trio record that we put out, which was pretty cool.
What's that saying? I think it's the coldest winter I ever
Coldest
went through was the summer in Denmark.
yeah.
I don't know what that means, though.
Coldest winter you've yes.
What does that mean?
Well, you know, usually when we're in Denmark, we're there in January in the dead of winter.
Right.
But we got to go in the summertime, a whole different experience, right? Or was it?
Well, it was still cold and rainy.
Yeah.
That was like our winter.
But it was green. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. And they're like the mustard grows.
The mayonnaise
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
You walk through the slushing of the mustard fields. Well, it's actually flowers. It doesn't grow as mustard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, underrated condiment, mustard. 0 calories.
What about honey mustard?
Yeah, the honey. Let's get some
Dijon?
let's get some wine going, Tom.
Okay, today we're going with Prosecco. We just got back from Italy.
Well, I did something fun. I thought, because looking at the last one, we like our chalices, you know, and I
Oh.
ordered us some fancy chalices.
Dang,
Wow.
son.
Because when we were in London, we were looking at all the king stuff. Unfortunately, I ordered them all different, but there was a mistake with Giovanni's. I don't know.
Okay. No, that's not.
I really don't know what happened. I ordered 3.
No, that's not even funny.
I ordered 3.
I'm gonna drink wine out of that.
You have. That's all I have. But I ordered a new one. You'll get one of these next one. Hey.
No, you did this on purpose.
No, I really didn't. I wasn't looking when I ordered. I wasn't looking at the size.
Dude, I'm gonna need a refill every like 5 seconds. Okay, man. It's cool though.
Oh, I'm sorry, Giovanni.
Wait, this one's yours. This one's mine. That one's Giovanni's. I was trying to get our names engraved, but we didn't have time. Here's to being back in the U.S.
Should I just shoot this?
No, you don't shoot it. It's just a small cup. It's fine. Cheers. Cheers to family business. Feels nice holding the big heavy cup, doesn't it?
I don't know if I'm comfortable drinking out of this.
It's nice.
This
It's
is
heavy.
really good,
It's heavy.
though.
It's weighted. Look at that.
So the story is that we were just in Milan, and we did the tour of the Duomo there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that?
You saw those big old.
They had all those cups. Those chalices. We're like, we need these.
Yeah, because not only do you get into the church, but you go to the museum as well. Tons of these. It's like, oh my gosh, well, we got to up our game for the next podcast.
Yeah. They have even better ones with jewels and stuff on them, but I didn't know how far we wanted to take it. I'm glad I didn't get
Yeah, I'm glad I got the jewels.
Oh, my
messed
God.
up. You know what? The awesome thing, though, like coming back from Europe totally resets your clock. Did you guys feel that?
I don't think I ever really got off the Vegas time.
No, because we were sleeping in pretty.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little messed up. I'm like waking up at 3 a.m., but I usually wake up at 5. So
I like it. I've been waking up like sunrise too, and it's been great.
yeah,
It's been like 116 degrees outside.
You know what they say?
That's the
Early
thing.
bird gets the worm.
Mm-hmm. They do say that, Giovanni.
Yeah.
The first time we played London, Italy, we had a blast.
Yeah, that was great.
The food was crazy. Denmark, I just thought it was so cool watching all those people stand in the rain.
And it wasn't just like rain; it was like pouring rain.
You know, I really
2
appreciated
days,
the new
2
habits
concerts.
of being over there too, because we were walking so much.
Yeah.
It felt good. Like you don't
Yeah.
normally like leave your house in Vegas and walk for 8 miles.
Well, I went to go bring
No.
in the garbage the other day, and I almost died. Because 117 degrees or something like that.
You walked what 12 miles in Milan, or something?
Well, you remember
Well,
he
it's
didn't
mostly
have-
because he
yeah,
kept getting
yeah.
us lost. Let's have a sit down. All right, so we're talking about worst gigs ever. So now, like, I know every band in history has their share of worst gigs, and we have a little different scenario because we've been doing this like our entire lives. We've been playing music for ever, and we didn't just start, like, we weren't one of those things that was like a packaged product that came out. We built this thing in clubs and bars.
We should preface this with, even the worst gig is still a gig, and it's better to have a gig than no gig.
Let's start. How do we even begin this? Because I mean, there's a million.
You know,
we don't wanna
here's
talk
what
too
I would
long.
do. We can't talk about specific gigs unless you want to, but we've done so many. I think it falls into categories of what makes a gig one of the worst gigs.
Categorizing them into scenarios that aren't pleasant.
Yeah. I could tell you my nightmare gig that is a literal nightmare.
What?
Not showing up on time.
Have you
I
had
have so many dreams. And I'm
you've
sure
had, you've had
time.
actual nightmares
like
about this.
for example, like you can hear the show starting and you're backstage, but the door is locked and there's no one there and you're not going to get to the stage on time.
Okay.
Or you miss your flight and you wake up and your alarm's on. You have a show in a different state that night. Something like that.
I know the feeling of my door being banged on because we have a flight in about an hour, and
Yeah.
I haven't even packed yet.
A long time ago, I want to say many years, we were doing a show in Austin, Texas for the South by Southwest.
South by Southwest. Yes.
And I don't know who planned this travel arrangement, but the next day we had a show in Santa Barbara, California.
Now, don't forget, we drove. We thought it would be better because we were still starting out as a band.
We drove to Austin, Texas from Las Vegas
That's insane.
and performed that night, and then drove right after the show to Santa Barbara for a show that night, right? This was
long.
This was a long time ago. We had to drive because we had to bring all our own
We had to bring all our
gear.
backline.
Drum set, bass amp, all of it.
We don't have to do that anymore, so that's good.
But we did do it.
We did do that.
Yeah, we did do
for
it.
years.
So even if we made perfect time, we would have still been late by X amount of half an hour.
And then
maybe.
we hit traffic and all that, and the promoter's calling us, and he's like, "All right,
It's that literal nightmare
it's
of I'm
10
not
minutes
going to make
till,"
it to the show.
And we're like, dude, we're an hour out. We're an hour out, and we're speeding, and we got all our gear in the back.
Yeah.
And luckily, that show, I think they had the stage already set up, or maybe they didn't have a keyboard. I don't remember what it was.
They did everything they could.
The promoter goes up on stage. He goes, "They're almost here. They're almost here." The crowd stayed for 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
some
sure.
dedication,
I'm sure
dude.
some people split.
Yeah.
But they said, and he kept going up on stage and telling jokes and prepping everybody, and they stayed, and we walked in, and we thought they were going to be mad and pissed off at us, but they stood up and applauded.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
And so ultimately, it wasn't the worst gig. That turned into a great gig.
But it was the
stress,
It was
yeah.
the stress of it, and like I said, a literal nightmare.
Yeah.
And the first feeling on stage after that, like, oh my God, this is gonna be a disaster. Yeah, you're right. It was gratitude for all the people that decided to stay.
Right.
So
Yeah.
what did we learn? What was our lesson from that worst gig?
Never.
Don't let Frankie organize the travel.
That's one thing.
Speaking of travel, when we were going to Copenhagen,
We almost missed that show
yeah.
too.
Well, what happened with the flight? The pilot just didn't show up, right?
So a couple years ago, we're playing a tour in Denmark, first show in Copenhagen, and our flight out for the first show gets canceled.
Well, we were
Yeah.
in first we flew to Arizona or something
Seattle,
like that.
Seattle.
We were in Seattle.
yeah.
Yeah.
All our luggage was on that flight ready to go.
Yeah.
And we were waiting. It got delayed until
For
it
like
was
9 hours, it was.
which means now
Wow.
we would be flying and pulling in an hour before the show.
Hour after sound check is supposed to start.
Yeah.
We got off the airplane, got picked up by the cars, and then we went straight to the show and walked on the stage.
There was a silver lining in that flight delay, though, is that they gave us those food vouchers for the hotel.
Great
Sounds
baked
familiar.
potato. Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
the
the baked
yeah.
potatoes in the Seattle airport are amazing. Something about those baked potatoes.
It's the butter.
Sour cream, maybe?
All right.
But you know what? That is a nightmare scenario because that was almost to where are we going to have to cancel this show?
Yeah, it was almost
never,
there, yeah.
We've never done that. We've never canceled
We've
the show.
never canceled the show. The worst case we ever had was at Santa Barbara, 3 hours late.
Yeah.
We've never.
And that again,
that-
we were.
That was
a
and
long,
that was when we were
dumb
beginning
time ago.
as a band.
Yeah.
I don't think since we've been doing this on a professional level, I don't think we've ever really started a show late, unless it's like because the venue wants to hold it 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We never start late. We're ready to go on time.
Yeah.
My baby chalice is out of Prosecco.
Fill them up.
Yeah.
Baby chalice. That's for like the little prince. The little
Yeah,
prince.
it's a little bit.
the little child king.
So
Might as well put a little, what do you call it?
A nipple.
Yeah.
I've got another subsection here of worst gigs.
All right.
You know what makes a gig a worst gig for me? The one you're not prepared for.
Yep.
You mean
You show up
musically not prepared?
I would say, yeah, or just you show up and you're not 100%. You didn't do your homework, and everyone on stage knows it.
So you have to preface that with, like, when we play shows, we never play the same show twice.
Right.
If we played the same show, you'd always be prepared.
Yeah.
But we're always playing different shows. We're learning new songs for the crowd. We're trying to always make it so every time you buy a ticket to the show, it's never the same. Well, there's a lot that goes into that.
Have you ever been unprepared for a show?
Yeah, and it's a terrible feeling. It's like a dagger in the heart of you could have done better, right?
Yeah.
I think I've done that a couple times, and then like I've never been unprepared now because like the stress of that is just way too intense for me. Mm-hmm. Same thing as being late, like driving to a place.
It's a similar kind of stress, right?
I'd rather be an hour early and get a cup of coffee and like hang out backstage.
What's worse though, you being unprepared or playing with somebody who's unprepared?
Oh, that's a great question, actually.
When you're unprepared, that's pretty terrible.
Thankfully, all my examples of these are like way back when, because hopefully you learn something from these worst ones, right?
Yeah.
And we were flying up to a show in Clear Lake, California. Do you remember that?
Oh.
Yes.
I want to say Fresno was the airport or something in that area.
Yeah.
And it was a country tribute show that we were
like that.
doing, right?
Yeah, something.
So we got hired to be the backing band for it.
This was
again
a
a long time ago. We were just starting.
We were just starting.
And we didn't learn any of the songs. And it's not that we didn't.
Well,
okay, let me put it this way. So
scanned through.
Frankie didn't give me any of the material to learn. And
that's not true.
Let's also say too that it's not like this country show. Hey,
that's not true.
Alright,
hey,
guys.
16-year-old bass player, come to the show. It was like, Frankie, can you provide the band? And
I bring a
was part of that.
16-year-old kid and I go, hey, this is my brother.
Yeah.
Now,
there's that.
I didn't not give you this stuff. I think that's not true.
But the attitude was definitely, we got this, right?
Well, it's because we were listening to so much country music at the time. We knew all the country songs. We're like, there's nothing they can play that we don't know.
Speaking of unprepared and country, I remember when you guys were playing at Saffron and I'd play a couple songs.
Mm-hmm.
It was country night. Yeah?
Yeah.
But the songs you gave me, I learned the wrong versions. So I showed up.
We have a bad habit of doing that where we'll send people the song, but like since then we've played in a
I showed up
different
and I
key
had
with a
no
new
idea
arrangement.
what I was doing and I was so embarrassed.
My saving grace, always when I started playing, if I didn't know a song, I could look at Frankie's left hand because I, grew up with piano lessons and stuff. So
also you learn the national number system, so I could call out the numbers
Right.
to the chords, but I could also I would always hit the note
And I could see the
slightly
root.
before
Yeah.
I'm about to hit it, and you see the root note.
But the problem for this show was that Frankie didn't know it either.
Oh, son.
Okay, but my takeaway of this
At least
whole
you're in Clear
feeling
Lake.
of this like whole thing of being unprepared, I remember after that show feeling the
Wait,
worst.
I remember that
Hold on,
because you're
wait.
looking at me, you're looking at my hand. I go,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But here's the best part. The best part is after the show, the producer of the show, is an older woman, comes up, and I feel like, oh my God, the lowest I've ever been. I just, how embarrassing. Oh my God, you guys sounded amazing. But then, let me tell you, you really got to worry about those fingerprint smudges on your pick guard.
There you go into that whole
What's
thing.
that?
Like that's a quick a quick lesson to learn that in the end of the day,
What, did you clean them?
all the musical stuff
I always
is only
carry
for
a
you.
polishing cloth.
All the musical stuff is only for you. But on that same gig, some guy grabbed your overhead baggage.
Oh, that also made that gig terrible because someone stole my luggage, and I had to go to like a Dollar General in the small town we were in and get like toiletries and
Right.
show pants and black shoes, and it was not
What
good.
about the show when we played at the Kennedy Center? We're all excited. We're playing the
Oh.
Kennedy Center, and for the first, we always carry our gear, but there's been all these problems lately with flights and bringing luggage of amps and or gear, guitars.
Yeah.
Right.
I had a custom acoustic J200, just this beautiful abalone outer on the whole thing, and then the inlays of mother of pearl mixed with abalone.
I had a beautiful
Was it that black Gibson? Or was
Gibson
it a brown?
EB5, yeah.
EB5, and our guitar player had this brand new. What's a Chuck Berry guitar that they always play? What's that? ES 500. ES.
We'll fact check that.
Fact check.
And the boxes came in. We're like, "You have a package, Mr. Moreno." So I go down, and it's boxes of guitars. And I swear to God, I took photos of it. I think I even posted it like on Twitter back in the day. And
What happened to Twitter?
Yeah, what did happen to Twitter? It's X now or something.
Oh, Elon Musk bought it.
So the boxes looked like they were run over by a car.
Yeah.
I mean, they literally looked like they were run over by a car. They weren't like dented. They were annihilated.
Yeah.
Necks broken off, shattered, pieces of guitars.
Yeah.
Each guitar was in 8 pieces.
Yeah. You could say
That
some of the
really
worst
sucks.
gigs are where your instruments don't show up.
I think the worst
That's
gigs
pretty
of
bad.
all time at a category for us is sound issues.
The worst gigs are the gigs that have bad sound.
And it's
Yeah,
not just
I
bad
think I agree with
sound,
that.
it's just issues with sound. Like
Well, that means the equipment. That
equipment
means
doesn't function properly.
99.9% of everyone we work with are awesome. And
Yes.
super
This is very
professional.
true.
Yes.
And it always goes well.
75% of the actual shows, the sound sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Because now we don't travel with instruments. We just show up.
Pretty much.
There's those times when you have someone that's just really difficult. Here's an example, and I don't want to name venues and stuff like that, but like we were in the Midwest,
Mhm.
and they rented all our gear, but all the rental gear
Oh, it was like toys.
was like kids learning instruments.
Amp was actually like a microwave or something. Like
I think it was a microwave. No, but it was all just really. So that was rough. But then like we're doing our sound check, and I go like, hey, I need a little bit more drums in my ears or wedge
this
or whatever
is good.
it was.
This is good.
And I need a little more kick drum.
Yeah.
Let's bring up the kick drum. I'm like, God, man,
Yeah, the
you're
cymbals
bringing
now
up
are-
the cymbals. Bring the cymbals down. Okay, but now I need the kick drum up. Bring the cymbals again.
Yeah.
He goes, I can't help you, bro. It's
There's only
one
one
mic. There's one
microphone."
mic. And I look over at the drum set, and there's just one mic pointed down at the drums.
I don't think I've ever seen you more just like frustrated at.
I think that's the first time I lost my cool, like, in a long time. Well, the guy was yelling at me. He's like,
He started yelling at you first, and it was just really weird. But
yeah, he was like yelling
you
at
had to
me.
lay down the hammer on him, son.
I had to.
okay,
I had to show him who's boss.
Yeah. But, sometimes it's not their fault. And sometimes you have technical issues, right? And
What about the time where you were the only one really helping on the stage because they didn't
Oh,
really know?
okay. Well, yeah, you're right. We had a huge problem with the entire system crashing
It
right
just-
during the show. But that wasn't even the worst part.
First song.
The worst part was
Before at the sound check.
the sound check was not happening.
It was really old theater.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Yeah.
old theater. But I don't know if the guy was new or didn't know his way around it or something was going on. Something was going on in this guy's life that day.
Yeah.
He
You
was
had
not
to-
getting it right, and Giovanni had just started playing shows with us.
Yeah, I think I was only like a year in.
And something happened where we couldn't get all the stuff to run all the production, the lighting cues, everything, like all that working. So Tony's back there.
Like lodging.
Yeah, like
Big
carrying
ol'
stuff, like moving
boxes
stuff around,
and-
like because he's like, and that comes from all the times that we've done that in bars where we've had to.
Honestly,
Yeah.
if you weren't there, what would that show have been?
You got to have bad things happen to know how to deal with them.
So the good
I
things
could think
come.
of the worst example of that. That actually probably what taught us to let us being able to fix that problem that we had at that Washington show.
What's that?
So remember when we got double booked at the Aladdin Lounge?
Yes, we showed up, all our stuff, and there was another band showed up at the same time.
Already on stage,
Long
already
time
had their
ago.
gear set up. And so you call the agent immediately. Oh my gosh, I double booked it.
And he felt bad, and we worked a lot for this agent. So
Yeah, and they already had their stuff set up on stage. So like, okay, well, you guys take it tonight. And I don't know how this worked out. Apparently, there was an opening.
another band had to cancel another show. So he goes, I do have another show if you want to run across town and
I
start
need you
in an hour.
downtown at this lounge we never played before. Start in an hour. Bring all your stuff. Right.
Mhm, I remember.
So we pull up to. Can we say the name?
It was a Plaza
The
Hotel.
Plaza Hotel. This was a long time.
So
ago.
we were at the Aladdin. The Aladdin is now playing at Hollywood, which we ended up headlining at for a while.
But yeah, we show up and the PA system is a spaghetti bowl of cords
It looked
and
like in
dust.
Christmas Vacation, like when he goes, "Here, Russ, under these lights," and
Oh
he just
my
hands
gosh.
us a medicine ball of cords.
Yeah. So I don't know how, but we eventually broke that down and made it work and got the band live.
And then we had to play
systems-
4 hours.
Yeah, one thing I remember about that show is we played very loud.
I think we did that on purpose.
I think we did that on purpose.
But when we were first starting out, we had an album out called Wet Kitty.
Shout out to the Wet Kitty fans out
Wet
there.
Kitty fans. And here's a funny story about Wet Kitty. Side note: the girl who made the cover of Wet Kitty,
Yeah.
she was a fan of ours, and she would come to all our shows, and she made the cover.
Yeah.
Cover. She did that, Rebel Revolution, something else. her name was she goes by Justine.
She got famous on YouTube after
She got
that.
famous on YouTube for working with Apple, and they ended up making a Disney show or a Nickelodeon show called iCarly based on this.
That was
girl.
my favorite show as
Anyway,
a child.
Hi, Justine. We hope you're doing well.
and
So-
iCarly.
Well, yeah, you loved the iCarly. We took you.
Miranda
we had to wait
Cosgrove?
3 hours for him to get an autograph.
Yeah, I wanted to
of
meet her.
iCarly. So, remember the guy came and he goes, "Whatever you do not play
Yeah.
whatever song it was, 44 or something like that."
I love that song.
And there's nothing worse than when someone tells us what not to do or what to do at a show.
The worst gigs are when they tell you.
That is the
what to
worst
do.
gig. When they tell
When you can't do what you want to do.
when you can't do what they
Yeah,
hire
and,
us.
and within
that makes
reason.
sense,
Within
actually, yeah,
reason.
I-
They hire us to do what we do, and then they want to change it. And the guy came and unplugged the main circuit, and the whole power went
no.
down.
To me, not worst gig, best gig.
Yeah, that was pretty rock and roll.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
there
that makes
are,
you
but
guys
there
look,
are situations
badass.
that
We've had times, a lot of times, they'll book you for a show, even at this level now, what we're doing, and they'll go like, "We'd really like you to have a couple extra pieces in the band." And I go, "What pieces do you suggest?" "Oh, I don't know. Another guitar, maybe a tuba or something like."
we should have a tuba in the band, actually.
And then I have to fight with them, or they'll request a song. Do all
It's,
your
honestly,
stuff.
it's funny how common that is.
What about when they tell us to no drinking backstage or anything?
Okay, that's a tricky one. That's a slippery slope. Because
Giovanni really hates that.
Giovanni hates that.
That is my worst gig ever.
I think we need to call a family meeting. We just got back from Denmark, and I have something I need to talk to Giovanni about.
Why does this always have to be about me?
So we're in Denmark,
And this is why.
and we're doing 2 shows, and they're both outdoor festivals.
Oh, I already know what this is about.
Talking about the drinking part of the show, like, not to condone the drinking and all that, but it's fun. We have
Yeah,
fun.
Not to condone the
drink.
drinking.
Not to condone. I'm saying not to put emphasis on the drinking, but like that's part of what we do. It's become part of what we do.
Okay, well then clearly you can see why a show saying no drinking would be a worse show in your opinion.
Right.
Right.
But
Conway?
so this show wasn't one of those shows. This was a great show, and there the crowd is, and they're in the rain, and they're singing along to songs off the trio that we released. Like,
Speaking of the trio,
pretty good.
you haven't mentioned those yet.
Okay, so this is about you, dude. So
Yeah, let me hear it, man. Lay it on me,
we
son.
do the first show, and everyone comes backstage. The backstage is this weird thing, right? No, backstage. No, backstage is like, it's like this.
Why?
It's Disneyland for some people, and for others, it's like
what is this?
a waiting room in a hospital, right?
Some backstages.
I'm not even talking
Yeah,
about.
there's
I'm
some
not
that
talking
are-
about the aesthetics. I'm talking about what a backstage is. A backstage is where we put on our outfits and we
Yeah.
sit before we go on stage. We
He's
try to
walking
gather
around
our
in his
thoughts.
underwear all the time. It's like,
Yeah, that's weird. But after the show, a couple of the guys went a little too far.
well, because in January we got him blasted, or got them blasted.
Well,
out
they
of
come,
the
they
band.
come, they come, and they don't. And I'm not going to mention
Yeah,
any
we
of
will
your
s-
names
yeah, but
to our
you-
friends in
you guys
Denmark.
know who you are.
But a couple of you guys come back, and they want to
redeem themselves.
They
you
want
know?
to
They
show
want
us
to-
that they can hang with
Yeah.
us, but
It doesn't work.
they just can't. They just can't. And it ended with
This time was even crazier than last
yeah. This
time.
was pretty bad. But here's my problem with you. Wait, are we drinking this? Let's do a toast.
No, go ahead.
How about no? I should do mine first because I don't want to
Hold
hear what
on.
you're about to say.
So Giovanni's also having fun. So then we decide after that, when all these guys are all on the ground, done, right?
I'm not done.
Getting dragged out of the room. We go, let's go downtown.
Yeah, we ain't
We'll
done,
walk
son.
through the rain and go downtown, and we'll go to the pub we always go to.
Yeah.
Shout out Barry's Pub.
Okay. And we go down there, and we continue our little festival of like, hey, that was a fun night.
Yeah, we were still sober pretty much.
And then me and you decide time to go home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not this guy.
Yeah, what about it though?
This guy hangs out, and that's great. So I shoot him a couple texts. I'm like, you okay to get home? I mean, he's walking back. It's not a big deal.
It was an easy walk.
Next morning, we have another show in the afternoon. So we have a sound check. Banging on his door. I'm calling him. We're texting him, banging on his door, not waking up. Not talk about being late to gigs, worst gigs ever. Not waking up. Finally, we get a hold of this guy. He comes downstairs, and we get to the venue. We start walking up to the stage to do the sound check. And what does he say?
I forget my sticks.
I forgot my sticks.
Oh, that's so good, man.
So we had to drive back to here's to we still made that work. But yeah.
Hey, at least it wasn't like an hour drive. You know what?
Yeah.
But it was a good show. I think that's actually we sounded
Great
so
show.
good at that show.
Actually, I got one for you, Giovanni. That
Okay.
maybe now's the time to talk about it.
You know, let's talk about it. I want
Since
to hear.
we're
I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, it's nothing really bad. It's just more of an observation and just something maybe while we're at it.
Okay.
When we were in Denmark, you had a suitcase that was
Oh.
completely busted.
Oh yeah.
And all your underwear was falling out into the car.
It's like stuff's coming out of the suitcase before we get
I
on.
will
Well,
say-
hold on, let me finish. And I just want to say that we do so much traveling that it is
Get a
a
good suitcase.
priority to have proper luggage.
So, look, can I say
And
something to you?
Christmas
Well, we're
is
on
coming
a
up.
plane every weekend.
Christmas
Yeah.
is coming up.
Christmas
guys.
is coming up.
In about
I
8
mean,
months.
doesn't that fall under the tools of what?
What
you
if
need?
it's your in-ears? What if it's, you can't take that risk?
He shows up and he's wearing like some Versace shirt and all this stuff, and he's got his Gucci shoes, and he's walking around, and he's got this $12
Okay, it was not $12.
bag that's
It was like
ripped
15
at the
maybe.
seams with like.
It's got a cat pee stain on the side.
Can I say something now?
Do you even have a cat?
I have two. Yeah. Am I allowed to say something?
Go ahead.
So that suitcase is just the biggest one I have because we were gone for like 2 weeks almost. So I had to bring that one. I have better suitcases, and it also broke from some flight from either to London to Italy to somewhere. But it was in perfect shape when we were leaving Vegas. Okay.
That's not the worst part of it. When he's getting onto the planes,
Okay. What is bad about that?
crap
now?
he pulls when we're getting onto planes and we're going through security.
What do I pull when I'm going through security, dude?
You're making all those jokes about, oh, do you have any of this? You have any of that? You're like, oh, I better not have a bomb in there.
Do not say that.
Like, oh my God, they
That
don't.
is not-
They don't like that, man.
I do not say that.
Nobody likes that.
That is not true. I have a joke about that later. I'll tell you guys later.
Tell me right now.
No, I have to remember.
There's
after
not
this
later.
first.
There's only now.
Then I'm not gonna tell it.
All right. Then that means it's time for fan mail. All right, fan mail. Today we have a question from David in Springfield, Missouri. And David asks, if someone made a movie about the Moreno family, who would play each of you?
Oh.
That is actually a great question.
Are we talking like current actors, or could they
Yeah,
be?
could it
I
be
guess it could be
anybody?
whatever.
Time period.
I don't know.
Does it
That's
even
all
have
he
to be an
says.
actor?
Who would play each of us? I guess it does.
If only we could peer into David's mind and know what he was thinking.
Well, here's the thing. He says
Could we
doesn't have
call
to be an actor, but like for instance, the new Michael Jackson movie's
Yeah, that was
a
his
kid
first.
that was just a family member that now he's this great
So that's
actor.
why I say maybe Luciano can play me because he's almost my
Okay,
age.
so
Okay,
let's
all right.
do it like
How
this.
should we start?
Let's tackle this question like this. Because I'm sure there's the guy who we think would play us, and then there's a guy in reality who would probably play us, right?
I don't know. Why do you say that?
Because we think of ourselves probably different than the other people see us.
Are you giving us an insight into your personality right
And then I want,
Oh,
and then we
sunny
should say, you
boy.
should say who you think would play you,
now? Okay.
and then who you think would play each of the others. Let's do that too.
Okay. Does
So
it have to
which-
be an
which-
actor or any historical figure?
Oh,
A historical
let's
figure.
dive
I
in.
mean, what
Like
is Shakespeare
Abraham
gonna? Abraham
Lincoln?
Lincoln's gonna play you in a movie?
I'm asking, does it have to be a
Well,
professional actor?
Let's put it this way. If this is a movie being made about us now, it has to be someone who can make the movie now.
Okay.
So let's not take people from the past.
Well, that's not fun.
I think it depends on who's directing this movie too, though.
So
We're
there's
talking
no,
about like
there-
Cary Grant.
You're
kinda
telling me
stuff?
there's no Gene Wilder in this equation?
Oh, that would be nice.
Oh, you want Gene Wilder to play you?
I would want Gene Wilder to play me.
I-
But
I wanted
He has
Gene
beautiful
Wilder.
baby blue eyes though.
Gene Wilder and those eyes.
But so how is he gonna? Does he
No
have to
one
wear
has
makeup?
eyes like Gene
But
Wilder.
if you get rid of Gene Wilder's beautiful baby blue eyes,
But he's off the
still-
table, so it's
He's
only,
off the table.
Okay.
Who would I want to play me? Is not here anymore. Ray Liotta. I'd say I'd want to play me probably.
Oh, I love Ray Liotta.
Love Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
I think he would play me well.
That's good.
Why do you say that?
He's got brown hair,
So it's all about the brown
and
hair.
we're both about 6'1". So
Okay, so should we now ask
yeah,
Giovanni?
who would you want to pick to play you?
So I'm not thinking about who I just think is handsome in the movie world like this guy is.
Ray
you know?
Liotta is a great actor. Was
He also just loves his eyes, and you know that's
Hold
the
on.
thing with him.
Wait.
he doesn't have the eyes of Gene
I'm
Wilder.
so sorry, Frankie.
Wait, are we going by eyes?
Are we just
Your
talking about
answer-
who we think
guys,
is attractive
please.
here?
He's
Guys, one
has
at a-
to be someone here.
We need to
alive
do
today.
one at a time. We're on microphones. It needs to be one at a time.
Okay.
Your answer is not valid. Ray Liotta is not currently alive.
Okay. So then you start, Giovanni.
Well, see, I was thinking about it in a, you know, who's a young guy with brown hair, you know, maybe my height-ish.
Doesn't have to be your height.
Who's a...
Okay, go. Who would you pick?
I guess the biggest actor right now is Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah,
you know?
that's who I would
So
have said for him
I would
too.
say like just because that's an easy,
Timothy Chalamet could play Giovanni.
Curly brown
in
hair
the ultimate
is-
dream world of movies.
Okay, do you want me to pick who
The
I just think
actual
has the
guy
most
that would
pretty
probably
eyes?
play him is like Seth Rogen or something.
Seth Rogen? How about Jonah Hill, man?
All right. Who would play you, Tony?
I would have to play myself.
I'm getting Jason Momoa vibes. Hey, get it together,
You can't
dude.
play yourself.
Bro, we're live.
That's stupid.
We're live.
That's a stupid answer. That's not even. That's not valid.
Yeah, I think I know who
You're
would.
gonna play yourself.
Keanu
So
Reeves?
you're gonna be playing opposite Ray Liotta and Timothy Chalamet. You're gonna be Tony.
I think I know who would be a great Giovanni. Actually,
Who?
a young James Franco.
Yeah.
I'll take a young James Franco, yeah.
Yeah, but he's not young anymore, so it's got to be someone now. So I would say Timothy Chalamet.
Well, you said Ray Liotta. Ray Liotta is not now.
Okay, well I messed up. Sorry, David. I would say for Tony, it's got to be Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck isn't that. I'm getting like Keanu Reeves, maybe
For who?
for him.
Keanu Reeves.
Tall, like,
Keanu Reeves.
What are you talking about?
For Tony?
Wait, who'd you say?
All right.
David,
Guys,
I don't
guys,
know.
we're
I don't
almost
even.
out
Guys,
of
this
time.
is
I'm not even.
spiraling right now.
If you want to send in questions to us for the next time we do this,
Please be specific.
Yeah, clarify.
be a little bit more specific. David, I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Sorry, David.
Send them to fanclub@frankiemoreno.com.
I'm really sorry, David.
All right, so they gave us more rapid fire questions to answer.
I love
These
this
are-
part of the
These
show.
are rapid fire questions. This is the lightning round. All right, ready? This is lightning round. So this is like we want to. Yeah, it doesn't have to be one word, but we want to move through this, right? This is the lightning round.
Speaking of rapid fire, should we just kill this bottle because there's only a little bit left?
These are just going to be. There's a series of questions. I'm just going to ask real quick, and we're going to just move through these. What is the weirdest thing on our backstage rider?
Almond Joy.
Almond Joy. I would have
I
said
agree
that
with
too.
that. Yeah.
You know what? You know what? The first thing on there is See's Candy, a box of See's Candy.
You're right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's always nice when they actually
Guess what?
when they actually
For
deliver.
the first time ever, we saw C's Candy at the show.
They gave us the giant box, the
Like,
big,
not e- yeah.
the Christmas box.
They spoiled us.
Yeah,
Not the worst show ever.
That was a great show.
amazing show.
Even though you almost got struck by lightning.
That would have made that the worst show
That-
ever.
yeah.
That right?
That
We-
could have
it was
been the
a-
worst show ever.
It was an electrical storm.
Yeah.
Like bad though. Like right above us.
Honestly, another situation where we almost didn't make the gig because we had to go back after sound check and the road got flooded.
Because the lightning killed.
Let's
the
not-
lightning
yeah.
struck the building and made the electricity go off.
Everything turned off. The lights went off. The sound. And
That was just like
we
weeks
were
ago.
so worried because we were like, what if none of our sound got saved and we have to redo everything?
And they say, "Oh, you got to move the car because it's getting flooded." Because we
Yeah.
were in the loading dock,
He's
and
just
Tony
running.
goes out to move the car. So he gets in the
Sprinting.
car.
Hold on.
parks it
genuine
up
worry. Genuine worry.
Play the video.
You seem all scared. Okay.
So he runs back. The lightning zaps the ground.
No.
Bzzzt,
It's
10 feet behind his.
Not. Yeah. No exaggeration.
That would have been amazing, actually.
But
So yeah, Almond Joy is the answer. Almond Joy.
Sure. Yeah.
What do we have on our
Easily.
backstage rider? Nothing.
So,
weird.
cold cuts and some.
We have
cheeses,
our cold cuts
sandwich
and our
stuff.
cheeses. We have what's
Coke
the rating
Zero.
we have on our wine that we want?
2 bottles of wine and 1 bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, we asked for nice red wine.
Nice red wine, couple bottles of whiskey.
Coke Zero.
We're easy. And
Chip-
chocolates.
chips and salsa are a
Dr.
staple.
Pepper zeros.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's specific.
And
but
chips and salsa,
yeah.
because chips and salsa are fun for everybody.
That's right now, baby.
You know what we should add to the rider? A protein-heavy snack like a beef jerky.
You know, but then you go on stage with the beef jerky, and then you're like saying
Beef in the
hello to
teeth, baby.
people. You're saying hello to the people that come to the show afterwards, and you get that beef jerky mouth that smells like you just ate a coyote.
Cats come running for the beef in the teeth.
All right, what's the most expensive thing we've broken at a show?
Oh,
I remember when the PA system caught on fire.
And one of the guys grabs the speaker and he throws it into the pool and makes this big black cloud.
See, but that's awesome though.
I think the most expensive thing we've broken in this show is when the guitar player got up on your stand-up bass.
I had an upright.
Yeah, an
he
upright
stood up
bass.
and he cracked it. Yeah. But the most expensive thing ever broken at a show was your eyesight.
Oh boy.
Only second to my heart.
Next.
We had a medical emergency.
No, we were playing. It was a song called
Point of no
Point
return.
of Return. Dun, da, 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 bum, bum.
Bum, bum.
And we
Yeah.
would do this move.
We do a move.
And I would stand right next to Tony. To this day, I never put Tony on my right side anymore because he stood on my right side. He's got this big bass,
Excuse me.
and it's got these prongs, like
Tuning pegs.
tuning pegs.
Yeah.
And he goes bump, bum, right in the eye. I lost 10% of the vision in my right
What about
eye.
Mundo backstage flinging his guitar around like a...
All right, dream venue we haven't played yet.
Roman Coliseum.
Yes, I agree with that. Next.
Why is that funny? What about you? What about you?
I want to play Red Rocks. Have you seen
Oh,
the videos?
Red
Oh,
Rocks
yeah.
would be... That is probably like the... Yeah.
Yeah, we
about
haven't
you?
played there.
Red Rocks is beautiful. Maybe...
We haven't played Carnegie yet. You haven't played Carnegie.
Carnegie is probably
We played
number one,
Carnegie,
yeah.
and I think that was my dream venue. We got
Yeah.
to play it.
I think that's still my dream because I haven't
Yeah.
played
The Vienna Opera House.
Yeah.
That'd be
I'd
awesome.
love to do a show in Italy. Anywhere in Italy.
Anywhere in Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have never really played in Italy. Never, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. What is the? Oh, here's a good
Oh,
one. What is the
no.
best free meal we've gotten?
There's been a lot of amazing meals we've gotten.
That is a perk to what we do.
Yeah.
That is a perk. Here's a good one though. You'll remember this.
STK?
And this is before we were who we are. This is when we were a band called Jimmy Eat World.
Oh gosh.
Jimmy Eat World.
What's the name of your band? Frankie Moreno Band. Never heard of you. I mean, we heard that over and over and over.
But Jimmy Eat World?
So finally we say Jimmy Eat World, because no one really knew what they looked like, and they all go, "Oh yeah, it just takes some time." They all knew the song, and
Fair.
we went to Hooters.
Hooters is your best free meal?
Listen, no, it's not.
What?
We don't.
The
We don't
$10
frequent.
wings?
Listen, we don't frequent. We don't frequent the Hooters.
Free
It
$10
was
wings.
right across the street from our hotel. We went to Hooters, and we pretended. They walked in. They go, "Oh, you guys are musicians." We go, "Yeah, we're Jimmy Eat World," and all the staff came over and took photos with us, and gave us a free comp meal because we were Jimmy Eat World.
But the comp meal was like wings and stuff. Like,
Whatever. A year later,
you've gotten, like,
a year
free,
later,
like,
we went back
Wagyu.
and played the same venue. We went in, and there was our picture on the wall, Jimmy Eat World.
okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
They won't be happy about that.
Not the best free meal.
What do you think it is?
Like you said, Frankie, we are so fortunate to
Yeah.
have
Yeah, it's
awesome friends that make awesome food, and I couldn't even. There are so many.
That is one of the perks of this job, is because we are so passionate about food, and I don't know
Yeah.
if that's because we're Italian or just because we're big eaters. Let's move on.
Great question.
Speaking of
though.
big
It makes
eaters,
me
That is a great
remember,
question.
yeah.
These are rapid fire, by the way.
Yeah,
One
rapid fire-
song we wish we had written.
Wonderwall.
Really?
Go ahead, Giovanni. You.
I'm just gonna say "Message in a Bottle." I love that song.
I'm gonna say "Remember When" by Alan Jackson. Great song.
What about Mercury Blues?
No. If you had to join another famous band, which one would it be?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I never want to join another band.
What's the girl that sings a song about Skater Boy?
Avril Lavigne?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You want to play with Avril Lavigne? I don't even
Been
think she has
one
a
of my
piano
dreams.
player.
I want to play Red Rocks with Avril Lavigne.
With Ray.
What's always in your gig bag besides your instrument?
Oh, done. Next question.
I do have a funny story of something that I didn't know was in my gig bag until it was too late.
What does that mean?
I have a few of those stories too.
Yeah.
Are we gonna tell it or
gonna
just
tell it?
keep
Next
it secret?
I hate that. Why do we keep calling it a gig? It's not a gig. What's your biggest pre-show superstition?
Have to have a shot.
It's a superstition?
Like if you don't have a
Nah, I
shot,
don't know
you
about
freak
this.
out.
Bad.
Yeah, superstition is like, oh, if this doesn't happen, like, right?
If I don't have on a specific set of rings on my finger that I feel bring me good luck on stage, like Green Lantern.
Mm.
If I don't have that
You
on,
need your ring, yeah.
there's been a couple times, none of these ones. Actually, this one's it's made of comet.
You
I
always
have
wear
to
that
have
one,
a
yeah.
ring made of comet on my hand.
I commend all your progress because it actually started out as a blanket.
I'm a blankie.
And it got weird when we do the summer shows.
See, I think one shot next time. One shot would be good.
How about just? I think prosecco is what's getting.
Do you
to
have a pre-show superstition?
My hair has to look right.
Is that a superstition?
I'll say something, but I don't know if it's a superstition.
Something you would feel that would mess up your show. If you
Maybe
don't do
more
it.
of a ritual, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's clearing your head and getting in a good headspace before going out on stage.
Have to do that.
Because sometimes you might not be having the best day, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't have a good show.
In the end of the day, you come, and those people also want to take their problems away. You can't put your problems on them. I had shows where I've had laryngitis, God, we played a show in Norway one time.
Every show we played in Norway, we had what? 2
Laryngitis.
shows, I think.
But superstition, I mean, I don't know. That's something that's like, I think.
I think a fist bump. We always need a fist bump.
Yeah. All right. Have we ever played through a power outage or equipment failure? Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Just recently.
At
this when we were headlining at the Stratosphere one time, remember the power went out and we had everyone hold up their That's when they had real candles.
Yeah.
In the crowd. Now
They
it's all
wouldn't do that
battery.
now.
They would never do
And
that.
the same thing happened in the Golden Nugget when we played there at the
Was it power
showroom.
out?
The power went out and the sound guy came out with a flashlight and lit you up.
That's right. And we sang a cappella. We just told everybody to be real quiet. And we sang a cappella. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have
Also,
any-
another example of why worse gigs lead to better gigs in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're fortunate that we got the opportunity to have all those bad things.
You remember when the power went out at the Stratosphere though, and the bat came out? And
a
it flew
bat
around the
bat
stage?
was in
Wait,
the
that
room.
was the same night
there
the
was
bat
a
was there?
bat in the room, and it keeps swooping on my head.
It's real. It actually happened.
That actually happened. That's not.
Did
a
you
joke.
turn into a vampire?
No, it wasn't a vampire bat. It was just a fruit bat. Well,
Is that it?
I think this went really well.
Wait, is that how we end it?
Make sure you like and subscribe to this on our YouTube channel and all this stuff. And I'd like to end this with a toast. Can I end this with a toast?
Please do.
Life goes by quicker than we'd like, so make sure you call your family, hug your friends, tell people you love them, and laugh a little louder. And don't save that good bottle for some other day. So here's to making today worth remembering. And if our music gets to be a part of those memories, we couldn't ask for anything more. Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
My thing doesn't make a good sound because it's so tiny. But
Check. 1, 2.